gang raping, poor Lara Logan, for Christ. It's disgusting, man. And now they're on the verge of another revolution. Give me a break. Whale Ghanem has blood on his hands, and you can tell him I said that. You can tell him I said that. Piece of trash. Anyway, I want to talk about something else, a little less political, but maybe it'll affect some of you mindless jerk dicks that are influenced by, episodes of Skins on MTV or, all these stupid sexual perverted shows and movies that y'all are always pimped. For all you sexual deviant youngins out there, there is now a super strain of gonorrhea. That's right. It is resistant towards all little penicillins and all the antibacterial. It's resistant to it all. It's resistant to all antibiotics. So if you happen to catch this particular thing of gonorrhea, let me tell you something. You may have the drip for life. You understand? You may go out like Willie Lump Lump, for Christ's sake. Super gonorrhea spreading around like wildfire. Watch where you put your Jimmy. You understand? And for you women out there, don't hop on anything that looks good in a leather jacket. Maybe it's time for you to be a little sexual responsible and realize that sexual relations is a little bit more than being turned on by some idiot's slick back hair. You understand what I'm saying, bimbos? And same with you idiots, too. Just because that fat, disgusting bitch wants to, give you a Hummer in the stairwell doesn't mean that you should, stick it in the pink taco, because you never know, you might get the super drip and you ain't going to be able to get it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give you young kids a heads up. I know that it's summertime, you're burning up. You got a lot of hot, testosterone males. You got a lot of egg-dropping women in the air, for Christ's sake, and they're out there dancing in wheat fields, looking to get the high hard one. Well, think twice before you do, for Christ's sake. All right. Think twice before you do. And if you and by some chance you're just one of these idiots that just are so hard up, you stick your ding-a-ling in anything that has an orifice. By the way, get your private same-day STD testing, all right? Get a pad and paper. Get a pad and paper, because you can call this number. They can hook you up confidential style, no problem. You got a pad and paper? 1-877-554-3066, all right? If you happen to have the super gonorrhea, if you put old One Eye into a bad meat wallet and it looks kind of funny in the pants there, well, by God, get yourself checked out. Do something about it. We got super gonorrhea out here, for Christ's sake. Do something about it. 1-877-554-3066, all right? Jesus Christ. And I'm just looking out for you guys. I know you're all, are you kidding me? Yes, I'm serious. All right? I'm serious. Anyway, let me move on to another subject matter. We've been talking about bronies all day, all right? But what I want to talk about is burritos. And the reason I want to talk about burritos is I recently went to a Chipotle. And the only reason I went to a Chipotle was because, their stock is flying through the roof. Have you seen Chipotle stock, for Christ's sake? It's unbelievable. So I decided, let me go and see what this burrito-eating crap is all about. Because I'm from Texas, all right? I'm from Texas. We got a lot of Mexicans walking around out here in Texas. And I'm familiar with Mexican food, like Tex-Mex is what they call it, Tex-Mex. And, typically you eat a taco with some hot sauce and some guacamole. You get some of that Spanish rice going on, maybe some of them beans or something. I'm used to that, all right? But then I go to, this Chipotle to get some kind of a burrito. Now, burritos are kind of unfamiliar with the Mexicans out here in Texas. Out here in Texas, the Mexicans are they'll look at you if you ask them for a burrito like, ¿qué? ¿Cómo? So it's a West Coast thing. It's West Coast Mexican that brought in the burrito, believe it or not. You know, it's California Mexicans that brought in the burrito. Out here in Texas, we got tacos. You know what I'm saying? Like a fajita taco. What do they call it? Carne guisada taco. What else do I like? A barbacoa taco. What else do I like? I like a lot of tacos. You know, like a brisket taco. I like tacos, but I never tried a burrito. All right. So I was like, all right, we'll go to a Chipotle. The stock's high. Everybody's eating it. You got all kinds of douchebags hanging out at the front there. Have y'all ever passed by a Chipotle, for Christ's sake? I mean, if you ever want to take a picture of grade A American douchebags, all you have to do is just drive by the front of a Chipotle. They're all out there out front. They're out there with stupid little laptops, and you know, they got a little stupid Abercrombie Fitch to wear, and they're shoving these burritos down their freaking holes like they were servicing, you know, somebody underneath a stall in some airport bathroom somewhere. But anyway, I got a burrito, okay? Now, I was unaware that burritos was nothing more than throwing a whole freaking meal, everything from meat, rice, beans, you know, everything you could, a whole freaking meal wrapped up in a freaking, like a joint. It's wrapped up like a joint, and you're supposed to shove this concoction down your throat. I mean, are you serious? I mean, this is what's causing the stock of Chipotle to go up the roof? I mean, this is what everybody's eating? People are eating this crap? I mean, it's disgusting, man. I bet you the Mexicans out here in Texas are pissed off, man. Are you kidding me? I bet you they're pissed off looking at this crap saying, ¿Cómo que esto? ¿Cómo que esto aquí? Shut up! I mean, they put some kind of what looks like meat product. It looks like dog food, if you want my personal opinion, but they put some meat product there, and then they throw some goddamn rice, and then they throw some beans in there, and then they throw, you know, lettuce and bell pepper and just, I mean, anything you can imagine, for Christ's sake. Guacamole, it's just like a bad nuclear experiment. Now, is it just me, or do I find this incredibly freaking gay? You know? I just think that, you know, I was sitting there trying to eat this thing, and I felt as though, you know, it just something neurotic here. It just pseudo-homosexual biting into, you know, a big burrito. Just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, the shit sucked. It sucked, man. It sucked. So whoever's eating this, you know, you obviously have no cuisine or no kind of palate to be judgment of any kind of cuisine. I thought Chipotle sucked, and I have no reason, for the life of me, why this stock is just up the ass. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. And lazy-ass Sundays. Let me go ahead and get done with lazy-ass Sundays, and then we'll go to Radio Graffiti. You know, yesterday, I'm trying to get things done. You know, that's when I usually have my days off, Saturday and Sunday. And, you know, Saturday, I like to do some partying, you know, some type of living lavish activity. You know, I like to, you know, take a limo out, you know, maybe go out in the town. You know, I like to, you know, go out and, you know, have reservations at very exclusive restaurants. You know, I like to live lavish on those types of days. And then Sunday, I like to go out and try to do some shopping. You know, get some shopping done. Well, I was unaware that people were still obliging this stupid little, oh, we're closed Sunday because it's God's day. What? Are you kidding me? Everybody's off on Sunday. That would be one of the most important days to be open so you can generate capital. What the hell are you talking about?
No, we're not going to open on Sunday because of Jesus.
What? I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, this is the biggest joke of all time, all right? This is the biggest joke of all time. I mean, are we still living in primitive mindset here? I mean, are we still believing that we're going to be struck by lightning if we work on Sunday, that we should be stoned to death or something if we work on Sunday, for Christ's sake? Let me tell you something. I have brick-mortar businesses, all right? I have brick-mortar businesses, And I'll be damned if not only will I close on Sunday, but close early on Sunday. There should be no reason people be taking a break on Sunday, all right? I mean, and another thing that I've surmised about Sundays is that they're filled with the simplistic morons of the world. They're out there in an abundant amount, walking around zombie-like, you know? Walking around zombie-like, you know, just trying to bring trouble upon your life, trying to bring negativity upon your life, for Christ's sake. And if it ain't these stupid losers, it's these church freaks, you know, these freaking church freaks that come out. I'm trying to have a damn meal here, you know. I'm trying to have a damn meal. You got all these people coming in from church, you know, thinking that, look at us, we're righteous. We're righteous because we went to church, baby, and we're going to come in here and have our after-church meal, baby, and we're going to talk about how Pastor was doing a pretty good sermon today, baby. We're going to talk about how Jesus struck our lives this Sunday as we feed our fat asses on some overly fatty food, baby. Yeah, these damn church freaks. I don't care what church it is, all right? I don't care what church it is. It's ridiculous. And no, I'm not an atheist, all right? I just know that, hey, I don't think God gives a crap that you go and give some other human being money in a collection plate in His name. He doesn't give a crap. He doesn't give a crap about that. All right. All right. The Lord does not care if your stupid pastor is wearing a Rolex watch. He doesn't care that the priest is, basically collecting money so that they can fight cases of child abuse, all right? That's all there is to it, all right? I mean, I just don't understand why, especially these assholes that, there's nothing I hate worse. There's nothing I hate worse than some idiot after, like, a boxing match or after some competitive sport, they come out and say, yeah, I'd like to thank God for giving me the ability to do this and that. God doesn't give a shit who wins the game, assholes, all right? I mean, it's just like human beings to be so pompous to believe that God bestowed something upon you because, look, it's a good human. It's stupid, all right? It's stupid. So all I'm saying is Sundays need to be a regular day like everything else, all right? I mean, no more of this closing early, no more of this, I'm going to, stop and, take the day off for Sunday. God doesn't care, all right? God doesn't care. He doesn't give a crap if you work on Sunday. He doesn't give a crap if you go to church. You're not going to get any more luck or any more good gracious. I mean, you know who's going to cause prosperity in your life? You are. You know who's going to cause pain in your life? You are, you idiot. All right? I mean, I find it funny, if you ever go into any of these religious centers, it doesn't matter what denomination. I mean, just listen or read if they haven't had those written prayers out. Just read or listen what these idiots beg God for. God, please give me money. Please give me a lot of money, God. I want you to give it to me. I want you to give me a lot of money. I want you to give me a lot of money. God doesn't give a shit if you have money or not, idiots. All right? I mean, haven't you ever heard of free will? Haven't you ever heard of the fact that you have the ability to fail or succeed? That it's your free will to be able to be productive or be a detriment to the human condition? I mean, it's just very simple, And what's unfortunate is that you have these religious institutions that have implemented some kind of the biggest con job of all time into making primitive masses believe that if they give these priests, these pastors, these religious leaders all their money, if they give them all their energy, if they give them all this ridiculous nonsense in the name of God, that somehow they're going to be blessed with some sort of fortune or something. It's disgraceful. All right? It's disgraceful. All right? No, I'm not an atheist. All right? I'm not an atheist because I don't believe that, first of all, we were, shitted out of an ape's ass and out came humanity. I don't think that. I don't think that we're just bacteria on a rock